Hello everybody and welcome back to the workshop. It's a new year, it's a new start. Let's get this Range Rover Classic sorted. So this is a deliberately dark shot where you can see the light from the outside coming through. A couple of little spots. We've got a little spot down here that I burnt through. A couple of bits here. And of course the tissue paper of the original wing which needs repair. Get those sorted. And then it's time to tidy it all up. Seal it all up. And then of course I've just got down here in these bits, after I can make sure the tailgate lines up, put those together, and then I'm on to putting the tank in finally. Hey, I think, let's get the light off. Yeah, we are. No more daylight from the outside in. We've sealed it up, which means I can clean it all back, seal it up with seam sealer, and get it painted. I tell you what, this thing never stops reminding you. It was found in a forest, does it? But, woo, we have this side, outside anyway. The welds have been tidied, it's been seam sealed, and put simply, I have put anti-rust paint under there. It's obviously, when it's dry, I will give it a little sand to get rid of any brush strokes. But I wanted it nice and thick. It's going to be hidden by the outer wing anyway. We've done that area and I want it to last. This isn't a factory restoration that's going to go to a museum. This is something that one needs to be good and usable for the rest of its life. So you're better off cleaning stuff up and getting it done. So I'm really, really happy that bit's done. Of course, on this side, I actually need a tool that I don't have here and hasn't arrived yet. I've ordered it. I need a little power file to get in some of the corners, to clean up some of the welds there, because I was dealing with really, really tissue paper thin paneling. But that's in, which means after I clean this area up and get that into the green, the same as this side, I can finally move on to get the fuel tank in. And once the fuel tank's in, I can start this, pop it across on that two-poster ramp there, which means I can do all the mechanics side of it down here, because, I don't know if you can see, but the brakes there, which are brand new, do not have any disc shields or the rest of it. So this all needs putting on. Fuel lines need routing properly. The brake lines need redoing in a couple of places, and I need to then get the brakes bled. And of course, once that's done, I can then do the boot floor. And this thing can be, well, it can start and move under its own power, which will be extremely helpful. Now, as difficult as it would appear, it's not exactly easy, the section that I'm doing is, one of the few sections coming up are going to be a lot worse. Because this thing, as I said, we will know that it's found in a forest. probably should have been left there, and it is definitely showing all of those signs. Typical Range Rover. Now look at that, you can literally, that's the inner wing, so you can see straight through to the floor, because that's all just rotted away, and I'm going to have to do the entire inner wing. I'm not going to plate that up. I mean, I probably could, but look, it's all, I mean, it's really bad, really, isn't it? I mean, look at this. So that's just, this doesn't exist anymore, does it? And that's just, you know, doesn't exist. And that's all the way back down into there. So from, I mean, the other side's plastic arch here. You can really see it's ruined all the way. Probably at the front as well. That is going to be major. And I've got to try to tie that in with this section down here, which is not the same. Because that is the Flintstone. That down there you can see is the that's the tyre you can see through that hole. So that's all the way around. Look, it's all going up in the image. It's really properly rotten in here. So you can see that back there as well. This thing is, it's a bit rusty, isn't it? It's a bit rusty. Because it does actually appear that the inner wing on the other side has managed to survive. I don't think the footwell has, however. Well, no, I know we've got carpet and stuff, but I can still see it's right there. Right, let's have a look underneath here, see if it's, whoa, okay, yeah, that's serious, isn't it? That is way worse than the other side. Look at that, you can just move the floor. The floor doesn't exist. Look at how much tyre you can see. That's a fair old hole, that is. So that is both footwells. Now, of course, this is my little collection of bits up here. There are the two footwells. So we have two brand new footwells. Don't know which side is which. I'll have to find out when I get there. And, well, I guess you can see, really, how these, I'll have to unpick, as I have been with everything else, all the spot welds, try to put these in. Oh, there you go. One's got an L in it, one's got an R for left and right. Now these don't look massively complicated. And I'm actually not even sure what that is. But this, well, that is the inner wing. So that is going to take a lot more to get unpicked and put in. So that is going to be a much bigger job. So I'm definitely going to tackle those first, I think. So that's where we are with this today. I can get the other side done, the inside of that arch done, painted up, tanking so I can move it. And I think I will be moving on to the footwells after that. I'll do the inner wing after that, and then the body mount and the bits on the sills I will do afterwards. I'll do these huge major parts, because the other part is I'll probably find other work that needs doing when I do the footwells and the inner wing. So there's no point in patching the rear of the sills up if, when I'm starting to take apart footwells at the front, and I go, do you know what, I need the entire sill done. So that's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to get that tank in, get it on the ramp, and then really I need to push through this, because I don't have long to get this done. because not only has this got a deadline, because it's going to need to be roadworthy so we can then get it ready for paint once the spring arrives and the temperatures are up there for ready for painting. I need to get my van done because that has to make June the 6th for the D-Day celebrations and then the Le Mans 24-hour. So, and that's going to take as much work as this is because that's a full restoration as well. So, I think I might have overdone myself a little bit, especially considering the other black Range Rover in here needs a body control module and doesn't work properly, and the other one needs rear shocks, tyres, and all sorts of things. So, well, I'll get off better. Just get on with it. Right. See you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.